1 second. There we go. I think we have sound now. Close that. We should be okay. Is that better? Is that better? There we go. Good morning. Sorry about that. I rebooted the computer and I forgot to restart the sound mixer. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the Coffee Run and the most exciting 13 seconds of craps you'll ever see. Here we go. We're gonna do the YOLO. Here we go. I've got whatever I've got here. Every day we just take our wins and stack them in the rack and hope for the best, right? So here we go. I'll take what I've got, which I have no idea what it is. We have like $30 6 and 8. We'll do I think a $15 9, a $15 5, a $15 10, and I've got 10 bucks, 15 bucks left. Cool. Onto the 4 it goes. So we have, what do we have? $60 outside, $30 6 and 8, $3 on the C and E. Now, you know what I'll do $3 C and E. We'll do it like that. We'll do 2 C, 1 E, and here we go. Let's get our thing. Sorry for the head. I know you don't like the head, the back of the head, but here we go. I'm going to do the YOLO from stick left every day, just because. Get some practice in, and here we go. Camera hitting the presets. What more can I ask for, Dr. S? I could ask for myself to remember to turn the microphone on. Here we go. Let's get it on. Let's go 6 5 2 1, and wish old daddy luck here. Here we go. Coming out. Have this not be a 7. All right, here we go. They split. It's an 8 though. Can you see it? Can you guys see the dice down there? Not very well, probably. There's a 2 and there's a 6. I'll slide them in very carefully. There's an 8. 6 2 8. That's awesome. That pays, as you know, $35. 25, 35. That's awesome. We do lose the whites though. Now we're out of white chips to mess with tomorrow, but we got another $35 in here, which is great. We'll probably take the 5 and 9 to a quarter each tomorrow, something like that, or a quarter there. Yeah, a quarter there, a quarter there. Let me actually make this a quarter now so I can see tomorrow's bets. And we'll get the 4 and 10 to 20 each, and I'll put the $5 extra on the anti-craps. There it is. There's your 4th YOLO. Whew, we're surviving. And at some point, we're going to get to where we have, what, $100, $150, 155 in the YOLO so far. That's cool. What I'll probably do with the YOLO here coming up is at some point, maybe the first time if I get that far where I win $64, I'm going to stash $64 so we can try it again. You follow what I'm saying? So that'll be the case. We're gonna get to the point where the first time I win $64 on a bet, I'm gonna stash it, and that way the YOLO will pay for itself after the inevitable happens, where I will rock a 7 at some point and take all the money away. But the goal there is going to be at least $1,000. That's going to be the goal. Let's try and win $1,000 with it if we can, and let's get the camera back where we are. Try to win $1,000 with it if we can do it, and. You know, the last time we did it, I guess I've done the YOLO twice with you guys, right? Once we did it where I took it all the way. We went from $64 to $100,000, right? And those videos are up on the ProCrap site. If this works again, I'll get to at least to $1,000 and probably put the brakes on it. But it's fun, right? Why not? First rule of the YOLO Club: rebuild a backup bankroll. You can't really, but is it, Dr. S? Is it really a YOLO if I have a backup bankroll? I was thinking about that on the way down the stairs this morning. Like, if I do the YOLO and I back it up and I save a bankroll, am I really YOLOing, or am I not putting all at risk? I don't know. We gotta probably think about it. Will Smith's Independence Day. Is that what that is? Is that what today is? We can almost read chat on my head. I know. I gotta fix that. I can't really fix the camera, but I can change where I throw from, I guess, right? Maybe I'll throw from somewhere different. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I want it to be a good show. Anyway, here we go. Let's get into it. We'll talk again today about the unicorn. And Dr. Dan, Dice Dr. Dan, made a comment on Joe's show about the unicorn. We'll talk about that. If you have unicorn questions, by the way, now's a good time. Just put a Q in front of him. I'll see him out here in the chat. Unicorn questions abound. We can talk through that all we want to. What is going on? This is not the correct screens. Why is it saying yesterday's stuff? What the hell's going on here? What? Everything's wrong. Why is it wrong? Well, that's weird. Where is yesterday? I'm going to quit this, actually. That's so goofy. Let me try this again. I just made a whole new set of things for this morning. Hold on. Let's go. Keynote. Oh, there it is. Maybe it was still downloading. Weird. Yeah, that's what it should be. So goofy. It had yesterday's stuff on it. So here we go. Can you see that better? Let's make that a little smaller. Come on. I think things are just kind of super slow today. There we go. All right. Wow. Sorry about that. All right. Let me remind you again before we get into it. I haven't done this in a while, but before I get to the actual dice play today, and there will be some crapsy coming on tonight, right? You only live twice. My sister-in-law, who some of you I think have met, her famous saying is, "I'll try anything twice," which tells you all you need to know. Anyway, reminder of all this, right? You got to temper yourself, right? And I'm going to revisit my last Vegas trip, right, where I had very, very limited bankroll for lots of reasons. So I had to change my goal, right? The goal, I had two goals, right? I want to make some money, obviously, right? But the real goal, it was to survive the week, right? Because I knew I had to play 9 hours on the big AZ tables, right? So goal number one going into that week was, let's make sure we last 9 hours, plus other play. That's hard to do. Make sure your bankroll supports the goal. My bankroll really didn't support the goal, right? And I had to flip my risk from being risky to being very averse because I had to save bankroll the whole time. And so the opportunities that I had to pull money, I took them, right? I took small wins everywhere I went and pocketed them so I could do it, right? And I picked strategies to play that supported all that. Now, your goals may be different. When you're like, I know Ryan from Mark the Point is on a cruise ship right now. Pedal to the gas, right? He brought money to put pedal to the metal. His opportunity is to felt the table. His strategy is, we know it, hard rate parlays and ATSs and everything else, right? When you have a specific goal and a specific bankroll to support it, you can do different things, right? So make sure you're cognizant of that, right? As we play today, I'll turn crapsy on later on, play along with me, but try and play it like you would. Like, put yourself in different situations. I think it's important for us to play situationally, not always like, when I say situational play, I'm not always talking about, I saw a bunch of nines, so nines are coming. I'm talking about, here's where I am in my rack with my bankroll, with my people, with where the dice are on the table, I want to throw again. Those are your situations. You got to be aware of that stuff, all right? So anyway, make your unicorn fly. If you've got unicorn questions, now's the time. Put them out there in chat. And like I said, I will, if I see them, I will get to them. Good morning, Blackburn. I know that you and Ian had a chance to play together over in Snoqualmie. Isn't Snoqualmie a great casino, by the way? There's no better, I don't think there's a better looking casino in the country, honestly. Like, all these palaces in Las Vegas, and Ian backed me up on this, and Blackburn, you can too. That's one of the best looking casinos. Like, if you get a chance to eat at the restaurant, it overlooks the valley. You can see the big mountain. It's like a giant log cabin in there. Just amazing. It's just amazing. It's an amazing place. It's awesome. Anyway, there it is. All right. So our daily dose of DI, we're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna put it in the rack for a while. The intent there was to kind of give you some thoughts every day on DI. I've given you pretty much all my thoughts on it, and now it just comes down to me executing. So I have no more wisdom to share. I'm not a DI, right? I'm a practicing, learning DI, but I'm not really a DI, so I can't teach you anything as far as that goes. So you're just going to get to watch me practice every day, and this show kind of is my practice session. So anyway, I'm going to put that part of the show on the shelf for a while, unless you have questions. If you have questions, we'll bring it up. All right. Jen says, absolutely not. I love that casino as far as looks go. As far as the beauty on the inside, that thing is awesome. The view is nice. No. Inside. Have you in the inside? You've seen the rafters, all that stuff. It's just such a beautiful place. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. It does stink a little bit. Every casino in Washington smells like ass because of the smoke. Not as bad as it used to. There was a casino for a while, the old Tulalip. Before we met you, Jed, Tulalip had a different location out here. And it was super low ceilings. Like, it was probably 8-foot ceilings, 10-foot ceilings, and smoky. That place was like it was like walking into an ashtray. And I smoked back then, and it was walking. I couldn't be there. So anyway, Today's Hump Day Hybrid, we're going to talk about the unicorn a little bit. I'm going to play the jackalope for my daily paycheck. We haven't done jackalope in a while. It's an interesting hybrid play. Most hybrid plays are light and dark together. The jackalope is dark then light. You flip sides as the roll goes. I've had the most unluck I've ever had in a strategy with that one, but it's fun. So we're going to play that. So here we go. Alrighty. The unicorn. Here's the rules of the unicorn. And again, think about this. You don't have to have an answer right now, but think about this. Here's the rules. I want you all to do your best to construct a strategy that obeys this set of rules. Okay? It could be light side or dark side, but one of the rules is kind of a light side thing. Number one, it's got to make a profit on a short roll. On a roll that's less than or equal to 2, you got to be profitable at some point. I would probably should say 2 should be the number there, right? As an example, the Headless Horseman. If you survive the come out roll, it's profiting on short rolls. On rolls of 2 or less, it makes money, okay? It's got to dominate the monster rolls. Now, the Horseman does not dominate the monster rolls, so it fails the test on point 2, okay? Other strategies like GM Spin or like Duck and Cover or whatever do dominate long rolls because they're there. The 3-point Molly, as we know, dominates long rolls. It's there. The 3-point Molly, by the way, if you're not putting odds directly up, if you're doing the delayed odds, it does profit on short rolls because you're in the come. It does dominate a monster roll, as we've seen, okay? You got to be, here's where it fails though, out of the hand by roll 2 or roll 3, right? So you got to be profitable in the short rolls, dominate a monster roll, be out of the hand in 2 or 3 rolls. Bets paid for in 2 or 3 rolls. Following that, it's got to have some kind of a consistency in the collections. Collect on the regular, okay? It should have a 90% win rate. Even if the win is $1, 90% rate of winning once you get past that certain point, okay? I'd love it to be scalable from bubble to VIP level, right? If we come up with something that's perfect, play on the bubble craps. Great place to try it out. Be able to do it with $1 and $2 bets. Also, if you want to be a monster or a crazy person, scale it nice and easy. No martingales allowed. No martingale allowed. Limited, very limited laddering. I don't want this to be a ladder strategy. It shouldn't require a ton of bankroll. But what I don't want to have is a strategy where you end up with a lot of fear of missing out, right? A lot of FOMO can happen. And as an example, the Horseman will have number 9, ammo, actually missing out. The Horseman actually misses out on long rolls. It takes 10, 12 rolls, get those come bets to resolve before it happens. My classic Horseman story is when I played with the Hawaiians, with Brian and Ted and all those guys in Reno. I played the Horseman on everybody like I typically do, and Chef Dice had that 60-plus roller. Well, it took me until about roll 15 to get the 3 come bets paid for. He was already into that roll so far before I got paid. Now, I still had my 9 over $1,000, and he still hit it, and I still made a ton of money. But boy, I missed out on that roll big time, right, because of the way that I played into it. So the Horseman, while good, is not a unicorn. So ammo, actually missing out, right? You don't want to fear missing out. You don't want to actually miss out. That's 2 different things, right? So let's make sure that whatever strategy I say we concoct, you concoct, kind of fits the criteria. Really looking for a short way to get out. The thing is, that's kind of built into number 1, the profit on short rolls. You got to survive short rolls, right? So I'm building in a little bit of hybrid to this thing, right? I'm building in a little bit of like, okay, I got to find a way to be safe for a couple of rolls so I can get that profit. If it's a lay, if it's a whatever, and I take my 2 hits and then I pull the don't part off and I switch to right side, right? Pretend you're playing 96 across with 150 on the don't, right? You get your 2 hits and you dodge the number, the point, for 2 rolls, pull the don't or put a stop, put a cork in it. Either way, out in 2 rolls. That's what I'm looking for. Lock up a profit. So it's very, 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 very hard to do this. There is no such thing as a unicorn. That's why I called it that. We've had a lot of people attempt this with varying levels of interest and success with lay bets and hopping shit everywhere on the table. It's crazy town, right? But if you get one, it's not really the Iron Cross, because the Iron Cross, Dan, you cannot get out of the hand in 2 rolls. Unless you're going to go massive Iron Cross. You're going to go 500 Iron Cross, right? 125, 150, 150, 75. right? Take the 2 hits at that big level and then go across with the profits, which could be as little as 150 or as much as 200, fine. But you're exposed for the entire 550. That's the problem with the Iron Cross. Your exposure is so big for such a tiny little gain, right? It's really tough to make that a unicorn. It's an anything but 7, but it's not a unicorn. So there's the parameters around it, okay? Think through it. Submit them to me. Y'all have my email address. It's john@procraps.net, not .com. john@procraps.net. Email me your unicorns. And on Friday Follies, if I get some, I'll put them out there. Okay? We'll go ahead and do it. Never pull the don'ts, right? But you can hedge it off. If you want to get out of the don't, if the don't was enormous to save your right side stuff, and you want to, whatever, put a cork in it, I'm down with that. Just lock some money up, please. All right. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go play the jackalope a little bit, right? Daily Paycheck. We're 30 and 10. I'm actually 31 and 10. The other day's win for $100. I have not yet put the $100 win in yet, so I'll add that in there. But it's a teeny tiny one. So this is 40 days in since the first of the year when I got the 100K. So let's rock it. Let's rock it out. We're gonna run the jackalope today. I'll have to show you what the jackalope is. Remind you of this one. It's an aggressive. I'm gonna call it a hybrid. It's not really a hybrid. We're gonna start with some lay bets, and then we're gonna say when the lay bets get picked, we're gonna transition to the right side for one roll. It's kind of a YOLO, and then back to lay bets again. So we're gonna have to do some chip maneuvering here. It's a pain in the ass. It's an okay way to play on a bubble or on a stadium where you're doing your own bets. For a dealer, this wood sucks. Gary says, on your video, your strategy sucks, which I remember that one. I showed you there is no unit. There is no such thing. The dice will find the holes, right? The jackalope, you'll see this in a minute. This thing seems like it's gonna work, right? It should work, right? I've done it in the casino. I've never won with it in the casino. I've gotten picked off the perfect way every time I've tried it, but I'm like a stubborn mule. This thing has to work. I'm sure I can make it work. It hasn't worked yet. So here we go. Let's get into it. Let's go. I'm gonna go not there. I'm gonna go. Actually, we'll go there. No, we'll go here. I need to go to the light being turned on. I need to go to the left side. We're gonna throw from stick right today. So let's get the cameras where they're gonna be. I'm gonna get Crapsy going. So if you're a Crapsy player, now's your time to get logged in. I'm gonna start the game. Let's get this refreshed here. Just give me a few seconds to get Crapsy rocking, and then we'll be okay. This has to come off the table, of course. It's a whole thing. I don't have my other setup motorized just yet, so we're gonna work that. And again, you can't. I know I didn't change this camera view. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna change that because it bugs me while Crapsy's firing up. Get yourselves in Crapsy. It's there. I'm gonna fix the rack. Give me a second here. Get to watch me do some stuff in real time again. Let's fix this. Let's do unlock that. I need my keyboard. Hold on. A little bit of live editing because that's how we do it here. Watch this. We're gonna hit the control key. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have to say this. There we go. There's the whole rack. And put it back down. Now you can see the money. All right, now I can rest easy. Here we go. All right, so the jackalope sets up like this. I got the $500 here. We're gonna take 600. I'm gonna play this big boy style. Okay, we have $5,000 in the rack. I'm gonna take $600 and lay the 9 and lay the 5. Okay, we're gonna try and win on those on the 7. So the 7's gonna be a big one for us. I could lay them for 3, I guess. See, if I lay them for 3 each, let's do that. Let's be a little bit careful. We'll lay them for 3 each. How about that? Let's be a little bit more under control. We'll do 300 each. There's 500, and there's 500. Okay. Lay them for, and I won't put lay lammers up there. I can't really reach them. But $300 each on the lay and the 5 and 9. Now, if the 7 comes, we're gonna win $400. Yay. If the 7 doesn't come, we're gonna lose $300. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go across. I'll set the across bets up and turn them off at the same time. So the across bets will be up and off. I will have a lammer for that. Let me get my off lammer. All right. I'll leave the lay buttons up here. I'll put them up there. I'll leave them up there. All right. So the across bets are going to be up and off, and they want to win about 300 bucks because you're going to lose 300 bucks when we come in. So if I set the 6 and 8 up, let's say we set those up at 300 each. They'll win 350. Let's get all this out. Let's get all this out here. Let's put another grand out there. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of money, baby. All right, we're gonna go $300 6 and 8. We're gonna go $250 on the 5 and 9. That'll also win $350, and I'll go $150 on the 4 and 10. Also to win. Actually, yeah, $150 is enough. We'll do $150. It's close enough for government work. $150 on the 4 and 10. Now, those are all up and off bets, every one of them. I'll mark the puck for y'all, but I don't care about it. What's gonna happen is this: if I knock a lay bet off, we turn the across bets on for one roll or one hit. When an across bet hits, we replace the lay bet with the win, put the money in the rack, do it again. We're gonna kind of grind out $50 wins in here. I will press the 4 and, actually the 4 and 10 should be a 200 each. I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna make those 200 each. They're not big enough. And that's it. It's the whole $2,500 is out there, which is crazy, right? We're gonna win 50 bucks basically on every single hit. And what I'll do with those hits is I'll press up things as we go. That's it. Here we go. This is the unicorn. Good luck to me on this one, right? Let's go. Bets. Your bets are off. I'm coming out. I'm working all the time. Those lay bets are just on. All right, so here we go. Sorry for all the explanations, but I got to get it out so you know what's going on here. So it's kind of a complicated one to get going. And here we go. Dice are out. That is going to be a right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, 3, 2, 5. We're going to knock off a lay bet. 3, 2, 5. Let me get the roll track. Hopefully the roll tracker works today. Yesterday we had a problem with it. 3, 2. Let's see. Does that work? It does. Yay. Okay. So we'll lose the 5. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to push the lay bet up. Can you see this? I'm just going to push it out of the way. I'm going to get it back in a little bit. We're going to win money in here, hopefully, and get that lay bet back. Here we go. Here we go. What we don't want to see is a PSO. PSO takes everything. This is where I get picked in this strategy a lot. The PSO is a kind of a nightmare for it. All right, here we go. I got to get this thing over here. Hold on a second. Ay, ay, ay. What is going on? Here we go. You want to see the throw. Okay. Dice are out. Point's 5. Point is 5. That is a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. All right. So far, so good. 4-4. I'll take that. 4-4. So what's going to happen is that's going to pay $350. Okay. There's 350 bucks. Okay. These bets go back off again. I'm going to take the 300 bucks and say, lay the 5 again, please. So my 5 lay bet, I'm not doing VIGs, so don't hassle me. 5 bet goes back, okay? I've made 50 bucks. I'm going to take the 50 bucks every time and press in the inside so I can get a meaningful win. What I'm trying to do here is get a $500 win. So either the insides have got to become more meaningful or the lay bets have to win an awful lot for us to go, okay? Yes, James, this is definitely dog chasing the tail, for sure. This is one of those things. I think this was Greg and DGen made this one up at some point way back, so it's just a fun one. Here we go. Let's go. It's almost like a Friday Follies kind of a thing on a Wednesday. Here we go, dice out. Dice are out. That is a 6-4-10 on the end. 6-4-10 doesn't affect me. Again, my bets are off. This is like practicing. I'm just gonna get my throw figured out here. Let's have a nice long roll so y'all can make some money in Crapsy. Skill saying, what is this question? I missed the question, went by the screen so fast. I'll get to that later, Skill. It was about the unicorn and the old 401 series. So here we go. All right. Oh, I didn't press the Crapsy button. Sorry. I just iced myself. Here we go. Ooh, not a good hit. That was a kiss of death, but we survived it. It was the 5-1-6 right there. All right. Let's go. I'm just kind of waiting around for the big red or for a 5 or 9. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Lays back on the 5. Yep. Can you see it up there? It's over. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it's right here. There's the lay bet on the 5 and the 9. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I swing the 5. If you want it, the thing is you can pick the 4, 10, 5, whatever, right? If you're on the 5 or 9, you're not going to get hit that often. If you're on the 6 or 8, it's going to get bonked all the time, right? You'll win more money on the 7, but you're going to be playing these a lot more often. It's just kind of a, I don't know, just a personal preference thing. Here we go. That is a 5-4-9, so we're playing. That's a trigger event, we call it, right? 5-4-9. Now we got to sweat for, it's basically like a YOLO. This is like a YOLO. This is like a YOLOing. It's like forcing me to YOLO at certain points. So that's the 9. So let me get the other screen up here. Now the bets are going to change. So the 9 is going to happen. So we're going to lose our lay bet. I'm going to push it off screen. Now these bets are on. And there's no way I can flip that on switch with my stick. So the bets are on. It's a one roll YOLO. Here we go. If we lose it, we're chumps, right? Either champ or chump right here. Champ or chump. What are we gonna be? My gut says chump. My gut says we're gonna blow it right here. Here it is. You ready? Let's go. Did I get that in Crapsy? I did. Here we go. Come on. One roll. One roll to rule them all. That is a 5, a 4, and a 1. Awesome sauce. Alrighty, so 4-1-5, that's cool. That's a 4-1. Okay, so now, and again, when these bets are on, the lay bets, I should have pushed it off. The lay bets aren't actually working. They're returned. Too much to deal over the table. All right, so the 5 with 275 on it's a weird one, right? That pays 280, and that pays 105. Right, so it's 385. 385. So 375, 385 is the payment on that. Okay, right? Yeah, 385. Now, the $300 replaces the 9 that got picked off. So the lay bets come back. That's why I say you don't want to be in a real casino trying to make this for the dealers. It'll be a friggin' nightmare. The place bets go off. And I've got 85 bucks in my hand now. So what I'm going to do with the 85 bucks is make this easy on myself. The 5 and 9 both go to an even 300 each. There's that. I press them up. Now they pay a little bit better. I'll take the quarter. I'll put it to the 10. Just going to pick a number at random. Make the 10 pay a quarter. And that's it. Yeah. And I'll put the $10 in the rack. I'm going to profit 10 bucks on this shooter no matter what. All right, 415. Let's get it on. That was the point, by the way. So we're coming out for y'all. I am just working those bets up top. Looking for you know what here, right? We need a big red is a good time for it right now. Come out big red, doesn't hurt nobody. I get paid a little bit. Let's do it. Oh, you need to see the throws. Sorry, I keep forgetting to change the screen. Here we go. Puck is off. Coming out. 11, yo, 11. 5, 6, mid-mo, yo. No harm, no foul. I'm going to pull those over. I'll get them set, and then I'll get the crapsy turned off, or turned on for you. There's the set. Here we go. Still coming out. Nice throw. Oh, it's a 5. Look at that. Another one. 4-1. Alrighty. 4-1-5. So we lose the $300 on the 5. Lay bet goes away. The 9 lay bet is just off. I'm going to get off the screen. The point is 5. Bets are on for a roll. Again, YOLO time. YOLO time. We're going to lose a fortune or we're going to be okay. Here we go. This is why this strategy gets destroyed. I mean, it just, like I said, it seems like it's going to work, but I have yet to make it work live. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Just give me a number. Right here, one roll for glory. Give me a number. Oh no, I dropped my dice. That's a bad sign. That's going to be a 527. 527. So there it is. There's the jackalope getting crushed. 527. Bummer. But that's what happens, man. Like I said, I've never made this thing work. I think it makes all the sense in your brain. Like, oh, that should totally work, right? You can survive one roll. It's so hard to survive a single roll. All right, so get your bets in. Coming out. I'm going to reset everything here. So we lost $300 on the lay plus all the across money. So that was an ass kicking of epic proportions. I'm going to reset everything back where it was here. And I'll give you the numbers here in a minute so you know where we are. We're going to get back to 255 and 9. All right, so 255 and 9 plus 300 on the 6 and 8. It's 1100, right? It's just like 110 inside, but it's at black. So it's 1100 inside. Okay. 12, 13, 14, $1,500 on the across bet. So here is 1,000. There's $1,500 on the across bet out of my rack. The lay 9 comes back. It was already out there. It was never lost. The lay 5, however, was what I lost, right? I'm going to bring that back. And here's the $300 to pay for it. So I have burned the entire $5,000 except for $110. There's no way out of this mess. Welcome to John's world. Here we go. Tough way to play, man. You get picked off one time down there. Now, if I was collecting those, right, we'd have been out. And this is the difference. If I collected those things, right, we'd have saved 100, 100, 100. We'd have been, on our way to being all right. Here we go. Coming out, new shooter. New shooter. Let's do 6-5 there. Let's do a 2-1 here, and let's go. I need a 7 when the lay bets are on. These are off, by the way. Those are off. We're still coming out. That is a midnight. 6-6. 6-6. Doesn't hurt me, doesn't help me. There we go. Still coming out. Here we go. That's a 6 or a 5-3-8. I think the original, not jackalope, but the original one, they laid the 4 or the 10, or I forget if they laid both or just one of them. It doesn't matter. The idea here is I made it so we're laying 2, and the reason why, Jen, is this. It's because of what we saw. I want to get picked off. I want to play more often. I want to play these bets as often as I can, right? It's just I want to dodge the freaking bullet. So anyway, that was a 5-3, 3-5-8. The whole point of the jackalope being a more aggressive velveteen rabbit, which was the original strategy, was to play more often. So that was why. All right, we're on the 8. Here we go. Here we go. Bets are off. Lay bets are up. Let's rock it. Never said it was a good strategy, so don't try this at home, folks. Don't try it at home. Here we go. I gotta hit the crapsy button for you. Come on. All right. Crapsy with a touchscreen laptop is not bueno. Here we go. Here we go. Give me a 7 with the lay bets on. That'd be kind of nice, right? There it is, 4-3. That's what we needed. A 4-3. This should be a 7 heavy strategy. 4-3-7, basically a PSO. But now we're going to win on the lay bets finally. We're going to win $400 up top, right? $400 on the lay bets. Now that's going to come to the rack. That'll come into the rack, which is kind of nice. So let me show you the rack. With that $400, now I got $500 in the rack. So $500 in, we're down 5K. That needs to happen more often. Just saying. Puck's off. Let's roll. Let's roll. Okie dokie. There's going to be a 6 and a 5. There's going to be a 2 and a 1. And here we go. Coming out. What is going on here? 6. There we go. Alrighty. Dice are out. Big scatter. 7, 6, 1, 7. Good job, Johnny. Come out 7. It's a 6, 1. So again, both lay bets pay. 400 again. And that's how we get it done. I'm going to put that here and here. I'm going to change these in for a purple. We only need to get 9 more purple chips and we're in good shape. 9 more purple chips and we got it solved, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, don't try Nick Casino either. Again, this is just it's a fun strategy to monkey with at home, but it's not one I would bring out and play, especially at these levels at a casino, right? Again, another 7, 6, 1, 7. We're gonna make our hay on the come out 7s. 6, 1. Johnny's in a groove now, baby. 6, 1, come out 7. This is not working over here. Let's go there and there. All right, 6, 1, 6, 1. Okay. Now the roll tracker's right. Let's go back over here. We got 2 lay bets that are going to pay $400. I'm going to drop one out of my rack and make that look like a purple chip. $1,000 back in the rack. Remember, we got what's in here? $1,100 plus $1,500 out here, right? So with this $1,500, I have one of my bullets back. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget we have a bullet back. And here we go. Alrighty, 6, 5, 2, 1. Coming out. Coming out. Six, 5. Yeah, I think it's awful shooting, Jen. I wouldn't say awful. The first shooter was good. 6, 5. We had the first shooter was like 10 or something, right? Second shooter, no good, but now these come out 7s. If most people are going to make money on this. Should. 5, 6. Should. Let's have this shooter be a nice long one, though. And maybe this time I'll collect the money instead of leaving it out there like an idiot. Here we go. Here we go. $50 at a time, this thing makes money, right? $50 at a time. All right. Let's get a number. Let's get a point. It's a 9. So the point's going to be a trigger. There's the 9. Booyah. 5, 4? Yeah, 5, 4. 5, 4, 9. And a 5, 4, 9. Cool. So we will, let's go switch screens. We'll lose our lay. The 5 lay goes off. The point is 9. These bets now are on. We got triggered. Let's go. Let's not PSO here. As long as we don't PSO, we're going to be fine. Let's get some money. Let's get some money. All right, 9. The first shoe was 9 roller. Okay, and they were good rolls though. There was no horns in there, I don't think. All right, let's have a good roll here. Let's have this guy be okay. Let's have it be okay. I got to change so you can see the landing. All right, let's do it. Okay, that is a ace, a deuce. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nothing happens. Yeah, 1, 2, not a 2, 1. 1, 2. It's important. And here we go. All right. We're still on. We're still on. Oh my God, that was a big bounce. That's a 1 and a 4. You can't see the other one. It bounced all the way over here. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. But that's a payment, which we'll take. A 1, 4. Sweet. Actually, I got to undo that in the roll tracker. Hold on. It was a 4, 1. It's important that I get the numbers typed in correctly. All right, 4, 1, 5. Let's go here, and that'll pay $350. On the 5, $300 puts the lay bet back. $50, I'll collect. Now the lay bets can come back. Bets are off. Little conversion there. Bets are off until they're on. Here we go. Point is still 9. Point is still 9. Ooh, flutter shot. It's a aces. Aces in both places. There's some horns on this shooter for sure. 1, 1. So we need what, the 4 and the 6 for the small? Wow, okay. Can do that. Six, 5, 2, 1. That's a good question, Sir Law. These dice came out of the same order from the same company, so I opened at the same time. So I have a set of whites and blues that are used for practice. That the serial numbers aren't the same, but they're the same batch. They're the same. They came in the same shipment. So these are the same. But yeah, if you don't have that, you could be in a place where they would be weird, right? Here we go. Hey, Duracell, the odds, hit the like button, 100%. Here we go. Looking for a 7, 5, or 9 for me. Nice throw. It's a 10, 6, 4 on the end, 4, 6, 10. Good field, good field. 4, 6. Should probably start working on my stick calls, my actual stick calls, right? Let's see, this will be a 2, 1. Here we go. Shooter's got him, dice out. Six, 4, 10, a repeater 10. Good field bet. 6, 4, 10 on the end. It's a 4 and a 6 this time. 4 and a 6. All right, get your bets in, folks. We're missing out. This is one of those things where the unicorn, right? What's the rule of the unicorn? No fear of missing out and no actually missing out. This is a shooter that, because of their strategy, is in that AMO field, right? He's actually missing out on a good roll, right? Not a great roll, but a decent enough roll. There's been a 5, 2 10s. He's missing out on all the numbers here, right? Because he's not playing. He's off. He's off except for the lay bets. So missing out on a good roll. Yeah, second 10, not a repeater. Repeat roll, Jen. Yeah, I did. I misspoke there. All right, here we go. Dice out. Shooter's got him. Oh, kisses. It's an 8 hard, hard 8, 4-4 square pair, no field 8. No field 8, 4-4 square pair. All right, sitting here watching the roll go by. Watching the roll go by, not engaged, not doing nothing, just drinking my whiskey over here. And oh, you know what? The screen's, somebody's got to tell me to change the screen. I keep forgetting. You're not seeing the good parts. You're not seeing these great throws up close and personal. Here we go. Here we go. Press that button, Crabsy, so you guys can get your bets in. 13 people playing along today. All right, let's do it. Oh, they kissed again. It's a 4. Little Joe, 3-1, good field number, 314. 314. All right. One thing I learned when I was at Casino Quest was watching how David was teaching the stick calls. It was really interesting, the way that the stick calls work and the reasons why they say certain things in the stick calls. It was actually super cool. I don't have that cadence down yet, but it was very, very cool to hear the way that the stick person calls this, by the order in which they say things is the order of operations. You all know that it's, take, pay, move, pay is the order of operations. The stick call is in take, pay, move, pay format, as well as announcing the roll and things that go on. Very interesting. So did I miss one? Oh, unlock Craftsy. Sorry. There you go. You guys can have a second to bet. There was the 8 hard. There was the 4. Did I press the button too quick or something? Is that what happened? Oh, okay. Sorry. I hit it too fast. Here you go. Get your bet in. I'm shooting. I'm shooting. Here we go. Give me a 5-9 or a you-know-what so we can get in on some of the action here. Let's get in on the freaking action. Come on, guys. Let's go. That's a 5. I called for it and I got it. A 3-2-5. 3-2. No field 5. 3-2-5. All right. So the 5, if I change my screen, now we lose. We lose 300. I'm going to turn the lay bet 9 off. We're going to turn the inside or the cross bets on. And here's the YOLO. We're gonna end this amazing roll with a you-know-what. Here it comes. You ready? We're going to end it right now. Here comes Big Red. I'm going to tease Big Red, stick my nose out at it, give it the finger. Here it comes. Or not. Or we're going to be okay. I'd rather be okay. Let's just have a number. Let's have a number. Come on. Come on, Johnny. Throw us a number. Let me make sure you can see it so you don't think I'm cheating. Here we go. Come on. Box number. That is a 6, a 4, and a 2. Not only is it a box number, folks, it's the small. 4-2. Booyah. 4-2. I'm gonna do something fun. Can I do it or no? Do I have a button for it? I don't have a button. I was saying, do I have a button to make it celebrate? I don't have a celebration button. Oh well. That's good though. 4-2-6. So that's great. Let's go back. Let's go get paid. Let's get paid a little bit, right? So it doesn't pay a lot. 300 pays 350, right? So all that work for $50 because the $300 has to put the lay 5 back. So now the lay bets can come back. Lay bet back. Lay bet back. Bets are off. $50 to the rack. Big deal, right? Again, this is like when I play the jackalope, instead of collecting the $50, I just like to put it back out there, right? Because next time up, $50 could be $80, right? I don't know. It seems like it's kind of a weird way to do it, but people yell at me when I don't collect. So here we go. Lay bets are back on. Lay bets are back on. I need a bunch more wins here. I need a whole bunch more wins. All right. Let's do it. Can you see? No. I'm not doing a timer. I used to do the timer. Remember when I did the timer, you guys yelled at me? 3, 1, 2, 3. I used to have a timer that was a 10-second timer, and everybody said, oh, the timer's taking too long, your show's too slow. And I said, and I think Jen is the one that said, don't worry about the timer, just do your thing at your pace. So I'm doing my thing at my pace. Just get your bets in. It's not that hard. 10 seconds should be more than enough time. When I hit the button, it should give you 5 seconds to get your bets in, right? That's enough time. Just hustle. Just hustle. Here we go. What I'm doing is I'm basically, I'll explain the process after this throw. I set the dice while I'm letting you bet, and then before I throw, I press the button. That's pretty much what I've been doing rhythm-wise. But yeah, 20 seconds made the show take forever. It was way too long, and I was getting iced. Here we go. Still looking for a 9. Point is still 9. That is an 11. 6-5. So watch. I'm going to move the dice up. I'm going to type in the 6-5 into Crapsy. Now it lets you bet. I'll walk over here. I'll get the dice. I'll move them over, and we'll get them set. And then I'll come and press the button in Crapsy that turns your betting off. So you got about 8 seconds of me moving around to get them in. That's about the best I can do. Otherwise, it'll take here forever. All right, let's go. Let's go. Looking for a 9. Looking for a 9 shooter. Shooter needs a 9. That is an 11 yo again. How many yos is that? I know I've hit the repeater on the yo of this shooter. For sure, right? 6-5. Wow. 6-5 yo. How many yos is that? I see 3 on screen. Yeah, 3 for this shooter. That's our first repeater. There's the crapless Johnny y'all know and love, right? Crapless Johnny right there. All right, 6-5. There's a 2-1. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Looking for a 9 shooter. Looking for a 9. That's a 6, a 5-1. 5-1, 6. It's a 1-5 actually. 1-5. All right, let's go. 6-5. 2-1. Okay, let's do it. Shooter, need a 9. I need a 9. Oh, did I enter the wrong? I entered a 9, didn't I? No? Oh, I did. Shit. Sorry, guys. I screwed that up. What should it have been? It should have been an 11. Yeah, I can't go back and undo it now. So I guess Crapsy thinks the point is 6. Is that right? Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. I said 11 out loud, and then of course, or said 9 out loud and typed it in. Again, write the truck and ask for the undo button. I can't undo it. Nothing I can do. If I mistype it, nothing I can do. I can't go back and fix it. So, y'all get a free hit there. Everybody gets a free hit. Except for Jen, who's probably playing the don't, and I'm sorry about that. All right, let's do it. Coming out. Or still working for a 9. For me, it's a 9. For you, it's something else. Maybe we'll get a 7 and we end it. There it is. 6-1-7. That just takes care of all of it. It's a 7 anyway. 6-1. That was a good shooter, though. 17 rolls. 1-6-7. A 1-6-7. And we'll get paid on the lay bets, the 400. So I'll do 1, drop 1, and take 5. No VIGs. I'm not messing with red chips today. So there's some of our money back. We'll do one more shooter. We have time. I can do 2 more shooters probably, right? All right. You say as soon as the dice out screen is when you shoot. That's about when I shoot. The thing is, it's about when. I know. How do I say? You know why, Jen? I think I said shooter needs a 9, and I typed the 9 in. That's why. So, anyway, I'm sorry. I'll give you a free rebuy, Jen, for the amount. All right, here we go. Coming out. We're gonna come out. Let's get the roll tracker reset. Let's go there. Let's get this going. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Coming out, everything is as it was, same deal. Let's have a nice little come out 7 series again, right? That was great last time. 6, 5. There we go. Let's do it. That is a 4, a 3 and a 1. Okay, so our point is going to be 4. I'm going to move the puck over. All right, so 3, 1 or 1, 3? 1, 3. 1, 3, 4. All right, get your bets set. I will get my dice set. Let's go 5, 6. All right, here we go. But talk about not winning at all on your rolls, right? Not profiting one bit. Oh no, 527. That's a bummer. Bummer for y'all. So that's 2 PSOs today and 2 decent rolls. We like sandwich. We had a PSO sandwich. We had a nice 9 roller, a PSO, a 17 roller, and a PSO. That sucks for y'all. But for me, that's lay bets Paytown, right? It's 500 for 1, 5 for 1 down there. And we got $2,000 back in the rack, which is great. $2,000 in the rack, $1,500 out there plus the 6. That's $2,100 in action, right? 21, 22. We're almost even. Matter of fact, if I take that here, we're almost even again after getting destroyed earlier. So, boom. Sucky McSuckerson, man. I wanted better than a PSO that time. Jeez. Which kind of 7 was that? Is that a 5-2? Yeah. 257. 25. Okay, we're coming out. Let's get another shooter in. Yikes. Here we go. Coming out. Oh my goodness gracious. 6-5, yo. That was a terrible shot. 6-5. Shot that way too freaking hard. 6-5. All right, here we go. Whenever Skill does that, Duracell, it means he's got something he wants me to respond to. He likes to make sure I know to answer a question. Here we go. Come on, Johnny. Get a point and make a nice long roll here, huh? Let's have a nice hot shooter. There's a 5-2-7. Come out 7-5-2. 7s are kind of hot today, really. I think I've got my SRR today is probably not good, but lay bets pay 500 for 1. So there's our first bullet back. We got $2,500 back in the rack on those 7s, which is great. And I've got 2,600 out here. No, I've got 2,100 out here. So we are within spitting distance of showing a profit. Can you believe that? Spitting distance, baby. Come on. The only money we've made at all today literally has been on the 7s. We've been laying in the 5 and 9 and making money on that only. Nothing else has made money. The inside play has been shit today. But here we go, coming out still. That's a 5, a 3-2. Let's not PSO here, huh? All right, so the 5 lay bet is a loss. The 9 lay bet gets turned off, if you can see that. That's a 2-3-5. 2-3-5. No field 5. All right, here we go. Bets are on. These bets are on. YOLO time. It is YOLO time. Either we, all that work is going to be for nothing when I throw a 7 here. All that work is for nothing if I throw a 7 right now. We crawled all the way back to halfway up, halfway home. And if I throw a 7 right now, it all goes to shit. Here we go. You ready? You guys rooting for me or against me? For or against? Let's go. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Let's get a number. Let's get a freaking number. Come on. Booyah. It's a freaking 12. I thought it was a 10. Damn it, it's a 6, 6, 12. Oh, geez. The humanity. Come on. Ugliness. Ugliness. Man, the bottom die stayed clean, though. That's good. And the top die just did whatever. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Still need a number. Let's go. We need a number right here. I'd love to have a 4. A 4 would be fantastic, right? Come on. Give me a box number. Let's be specifically a box number. Come on, Johnny. Let's go. Ah, what a fantastic throw. It's a 5, a 3, 2, 5. We got a box number. We survived. 3, 2. Awesome sauce. 2, 3, 5. Okay. Let's go pay it. Let's go pay a brother over here. So the 5 at 250 will pay 350, which is great. Give $300 back to the bank of the house so our lay bet can come back. And there's that. $50 to the rack. And again, my gut says put this money back in. As a matter of fact, my gut's right. My gut, I'm going to give it to the 9. I'm putting the $50 to the 9. Looks like 3. At least one number will pay me a little extra. Okay, and there we go. Puck's off. Puck's off. We coming back out. Let's go. Coming out. Good time for big fat red right here, huh? Now big red can come and say hello. Here it comes. Here comes big red. Here comes big red. 2, 3, 5 again. Is that 3 5s back to back to back to back to back? Might be. All right, let's move this over here. That is a 3, 2 this time. 3, 2. That's a 3, 2. Okay. So again, we'll lose the lay. You can see it from where I am. I'll push the lay bat up. That's a loss. The 9 goes away. Return to the shooter. Now these bets are on. I didn't turn the button off. Now they're on for the 1 roll. And here we go. Let's taunt the 7 again. I'm going to taunt it. I'm going to taunt that son of a gun. I don't believe I can pull it on command like that. So here we go. Time for a number. Time for a big box number. I would like a 9. How about a 9? The 9 would be great. I got extra money on the 9. Come on, Johnny. Let's do it. Let's do her, manure. That is a 8. 6, 2. 2, 6, 8. No field. 2, 6, 8. 2, 6. All right, there's that. A 2 and a 6. Let's go pay the bets up here. So the 8 will pay, again, $350. $300 back to the house because the lay bet comes back. There's the lay bets are back on. I'll take the $50. I'll add it to the 5. Bets are off. The point is 5. I'm ready to shoot. Let's do it. All right, let's avoid the 5 or 9 for a while. And we'll embrace big red when it comes. Here we go. Dice out. Buckeye wants a 4. Buckeye wants a 4. Trying, man. I'm trying. Here we go. Nice, easy shot, Johnny. That's better. That's a 9. It's a 9. It's a freaking 9. All right, we're triggered again. 5, 4. 5, 4. Boy, I'm just playing with fire here, aren't I, today? 5, 4. Here it goes. 5, 4, 9. All right. Well, the 9 lay bet is a loss. The 5 lay bet gets turned off. All the numbers get turned on. YOLO time. YOLO! Time for the YOLO. Time for the YOLO. Here we go. May the 4s be with you. Here we go. Let's get a 4 for Buckeye right here. Got a big old fat 4. Or a 5 or a 9. I would love they got a 5 or a 9. They have extra money on them. That's a 5, 4, 9. How about that? How about a big old Johnny calling his own shot? That's a 4, 5, 9. Yep, 4, 5. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, that's going to now, with $300 on it, now we get extra cash, right? 300 pays 360. 3, right? Or no, 420. 420. 420. I'll do 4 1/4. 4 1/4 for 5. Okay. That's awesome. Now, $300 goes to the house to put the lay bet back. The lay bet 9 comes back. There's the lay bet for the 5 back. They're both turned on. These bets will turn off. I'm going to take the $100. We're going to add it to the 4 and the 10. And there we go. Oh, my 6 is missing the bet. My cap on the 6 is gone. Okay, so what do we have out there? We have 1,200 inside, 13, 14, 1,500 across, right? Plus 6, that's $2,100. Okay, I need 2,500 to get even. So the next 7 will put us in profit. Next 7 puts me in profit. I kind of don't want to have to do the fight again. I kind of don't want to get triggered again, but whatever. Here we go. Let's see here. 2 and a 1. I'm ready to go. Come on, Johnny. Another kiss. It's a 4. There you go, Buckeye. There you go. 3, 1, 4. Finally got it, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, you're not seeing the rolls. I'm sorry. I didn't change the camera view. That is a 5-5 hard 10, the double nickel. Good field. 5-5 hard 10. 5-5 10. Okay. 10 a hard way. 10 the hard way. Here we go. Get those bets in. Another kiss. It's a midnight. Not a great throw. I'm getting tired. 6-6. You can tell my throws aren't, they're wobbling, not spinning. 6-6 midnight. I can tell when my action gets off like that, I can just see it coming. There's that. There's that. Change it up a little bit. How's our ATS look? We need an 11? We need an 11 for the ATS, for the tall. That's a better looking shot. It's another hard 10. 55. 10 a hard way. 5-5, 10. Good field roll. Good field roll. Here we go. Good field roll. Okay, we're coming out, or not coming out, we're dice are out. Let's go. Points 5, right? Points 5. Another midnight. Is that a repeater 12? I think it is a repeater 12. It is. 6-6. That's a repeater. We had a repeater 11 and repeater 12 today on the show. And the 5 is on number 3. So 2 more 5s, we'd have a repeater 5. Interesting. Very interesting. There's that. And there's that. Let's go. See a horn. Bet a horn. Right? Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Looking for a 5, shooter. Looking for a 5. That is a 5 and a 6. That is the tall. 6-5. Yo, Chiro. Good field, good come. 6-5, yo. Everybody take a break while we pay all the people on the table. There we go. Here comes all the chump change coming out of the rack. 175 here, 175 here, 175 here, and it's going to be all that, right? All that work. Here we go. Talk about an ammo roll. This is the ultimate set of ammo rolls today, right? I'm getting nothing out of this as a shooter, as a player. I'm just sitting here watching these fucking rolls go by. Crazy town. Here we go. Looking for a 5, folks. Looking for a 5. Looking for some fever. That's going to be a 6, the lumber number, 426, no field 6. No field 6, 4-2. All right. I got to put that lay lamber back up there again. All righty, let's get the dice set again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is roll 17. Weird rolls today, right? 3 in the teen, or 2 in the teens, one niner, and 2 PSOs. Like very much it's a club sandwich, or it's the Big Mac. It's the two all beef patties, or those 2 PSOs in the middle there, right? Right. Here we go. Here we go. Give me a 5, shooter. Let's give us a 5 right here, huh? That's another yo. 6-5. Another 6-5 yo. That might be, is that a repeater yo? 5-6? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is it? 1, 2, yeah, 3 11s, 2 12s. It's 2 horn number repeaters. Yay, that's cool. Okay. How fun is that? How fun is that on a crapless table? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Looking for a 5. Nice throw. Midnight. Wow. Beautiful throw, though. 6-6. I love how they landed and stuck in spot. It was cool. Look at the horns that are coming out right now. Holy hell. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, last 7 throws, it's been 5 horns. Absolute bonker town. Bonker town. Give me any freaking box number we can find, right? Jeez. Wow. Here we go. Hopefully somebody's in that. Hopefully somebody's in that, right? Yeah, PSOs are a part of the game for sure, James. Come on now. That is a 10. Finally back in the box with a 4 and a 6. Finally. That's a good field roll. 4, 6, 10. Good field. Okay. Farm the field. Boy, if you're a field player, you just made a little bit of dough. Except for that 6. That 6 took your money, but aside from that, for sure. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, the kiss of death. 6-5. Yo, yo, yo. Big, ugly throw, though. 5-6. Yeesh, that was horrible. Horrible in terms of the landing. It's not a good look. Not a good look. All right, here we go. Here we go. All that pink. Look at all that pink. Eesh. Let's go. Man, what a big jumper. Hard 4. Hard 4. Not great mechanics over here today on these last few rolls. 4, 2, 2, 4. A 2, 2, hard 4. Okay, boy. And I'm just sitting here watching it all, right? My shooter, my bettor is doing nothing, just waiting around for a red or a 5 or a 9. That's it. Just literally watching what's going on, right? There's no elephant graveyard for me because those bets are off. I'm just waiting for a chance, man. Just give me a chance, they say, right? Give me a chance. Here we go. Here we go. I can't see it. I can't see it. It's a 3 and a 1, another 4. 3, 1. Good. One more 4, one more 10. That's a repeater on those, an actual repeater. One more of each. One more of each. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay, dice are up. That is a 7, 6, 1. Ouch, 1, 6, 7. That ends the roll. I bet you I'm in profit though. Let's see if I'm in profit. That's going to pay. Let's go over here. Let's go to the screen that shows the money. That's going to be, again, $400 on the lay bets. I'll do 500 for 1. Bring that back to the rack. I'm going to bring it all down. Puck is going to be, of course, off. Let's bring everything down and see what we have out here. I think we made a profit today. I think we went from being down to 0 in the rack to having some profit. All right, there's $100 in green. All right, now the blacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 purple chips. 4 purple chips into the rack. That is our starting bankroll. So we earn back our money. We have $305 in profit after all that, right? After all that, we have $305 in profit, which is insanity, right? Talk about the antithesis of the unicorn. That would be, if I was going to write a story about what a unicorn is not, I think you just saw it. Although we did earn a paycheck, which I have to, I guess, be okay with. Let's bring the. I'm going to bring the keyboard back and we'll talk. We'll do some Q&A here. So if you have questions, I know you've got them queued up. I'll be right with you. I got to get my screen ready here. Let's go over here. And I'll come sit back down again. It's kind of a process to get things going here. All right, let's go back over here actually. And let me take a look at some questions. Do we have any questions? Let me go to, hey, Waylon, man, how you doing? You made $5 grand. I would have made a fortune today if I would have been actually betting, right? That was again, if I go back a screen and look at the qualifications for a unicorn, we didn't profit on a short roll. I mean, we would have, I guess, on a 7, right? We dominated a monster roll. We had 2 pretty good rolls today and got nothing out of it, right? Out by roll 2 or 3, nope. Didn't collect consistency, didn't win it at 90% right. That strategy is fun in theory, but it's not a long-term winner. But anyway, I had a good time with it. All right, let's go to the Q&A. Let me go check over here and look at some. First look at PC comments, and then I'll look at the questions at the end. Okay, so we'll do PCs first. Let me search for PCs. All right, so Skill says, go over the goals of unicorn. I already did that a couple times. Dan says, I like seeing roulette yesterday. It fits with the channel name, casinogaming.tv, and also the coffee run. It's not just a crap show, right? Any chance once a week you show other games? Yes. I am in the middle of getting, my layout for craps, the black and the tan. Casino Supply has designed blackjack, baccarat, and roulette layout that matches my color scheme. Those are coming. Be here in a few weeks. So when I get those, I'm going to mount them on like a little padded thing, and I'll be able to drop them on a table like the roulette board is. When I do that, then I'll start doing other games for sure. I don't know how to deal baccarat yet. I'm in the middle of learning or finalizing my training for blackjack dealing. So it's good for me to practice the dealing skills, doing some blackjack and some bac for sure. I'll add those games in. Again, blackjack and baccarat are boring to show. I mean, they're fun, I guess. I don't know if they're fun or not, but like watching me shuffle, be boring. Baccarat is just flipping a coin, right? So there's no strategy like craps. It's just how much are you betting. So it'll be fun to do different things, but I'm not going to lean on it too much. Maybe one day a week we'll pick a different game. I think that's probably it. All right, so Skill says, why don't I try to bring up the 101, 213, and 4-1 series to try to solve the unicorn? Different parts that I like and Frankenstein together. We can do some of that. Like I said, there's parts of this unicorn that are tenable and parts that are not, right? The parts that are tenable are this, right? You can design a strategy that will win, be out of the hand in 2 rolls, that'll be in profit in 2 rolls. We know that. Duck and cover does it. The GM spin does it. Actually, it doesn't. The duck and cover does it. The Dallas drawdown does it. The 2500 across does it. The shotgun, right? Those things all work in terms of getting you out and in profit quickly. They're very dangerous though, because you got to be out there so big. The part of the unicorn that's hard is making those first 2 rolls survivable. So even if, like in the jackalope, even if you don't get the rolls you want, you're still okay. Like the 7 is still strong enough to save you as you go. It's going to be kind of a hybrid flip thing, I think, ultimately. It'll end up being something big on the don't, I'm sure, to get us through it. So I don't know. There's no solving this game. It's just a matter of like, it's fun to kind of shift pieces around to reduce risk for the very, very short couple of rolls and then turn the gates on. So I think it's a fun exercise, I think, right? Unicorn failed. This unicorn today certainly failed. If you were thinking this was unicorn, this was not an attempt at unicorn. This was an attempt at fun. So today was not a unicorn. I did not see the post on Craps Chat. It's probably, is that a text message? I haven't seen it yet. Your unicorn carries a ladder. No, Dr. Dan. Nobody but you and Waylon and a few others do ladders because ladders require huge bankroll. Remember that. Most folks don't have the bankroll to ladder. That's why I don't teach laddering. I don't teach it because it's dangerous. Most people don't have it. Unless you're scoping it to a really fixed top end, most people can't afford a ladder. That's why I don't show it. I've done ladders, but ultimately you got to have enough of this to get through it. And most people don't. And I think if there's a message on my channel, it's being safe with your bankroll. And I think ladders are the most unsafe thing you can do. And there's the inherent problem with it is you will run out of money or you'll bump into a limit somewhere. And that's why I don't teach them. I understand that 90% of the time you're going to be there. It's the 2 to 4 to 5% that you get whacked that most people can't withstand. And that's why that's the reason why I don't teach it. All right. Let's see. Who else is here? I don't see anything else. 208 Crap says, missed a lot. What was the goal when I started? To win. Yeah, my goal was to win today. You're talking about in Vegas. My goal was to win in Vegas, of course, right? But when I went out there and I limited my bankroll to almost nothing because of the car, I had to shift my goal. My goal became survival. It shifted from win to survive because of the bankroll situation. And that's just, it is what it is, right? The best laid plans, right? I brought bankroll to play with and I ended up having to put almost 2/3 of it aside to take care of the diesel, the GMC diesel that has now shit itself twice, which sucks. All right. Butt Guy has sent me a modified strategy. He thinks it packs a punch. We'll see how much of a punch it does pack. So, all right, let's go here. All right, I'm going to go to final thoughts. I think there's a couple of more questions here, but let's see. NJ Polka, not too bad. Let's see. Instead of going to the casino 6 times a year to lose 500, go once. Right, and I don't disagree with that, right? here's the thing, right? Bankroll, it's about leveraging the bankroll, right? If you've got bankroll, use it to your best, right? Going 6 times with $500 to grind it out, or going once with 3K and hammering something, it ends up being the same, right? If you run into a buzzsaw with the 3K, you're out. You saved yourself 5 trips, I suppose, right? But you put yourself in a position with the 3K, like you're saying, to make more money with it. You leverage it to make more money. Again, the reason why the $100,000 got won, it was not because I threw so great. It was because the bets got bigger, right? The bets got bigger, and we took more advantage of those short runs with the bigger bets. That's what you're talking about, and it makes sense. It makes sense. This is it's not a Duramax. It's a GMC Terrain. So it's a diesel. The problem is, and we were told this by the dealer, is like all the emissions bullshit that goes on to make the diesels whatever friendly. All those parts that are for emissions control on the diesel, those are what's failing. All the government mandated parts are what's failing. He's like, diesels normally go for 500,000 miles, but the newer ones can't get to 100 because all these parts fail. And it's this filter pump, it's this other thing. And these parts are like $1,000 each, and they're buried in the engine, right? So it's $1,000 for the part, $2,500 in labor to fix the damn thing. So I'm never doing it again. I'll never buy a diesel again because all the emissions requirements make the engines not what they used to be. My old diesel, that thing was fantastic, but these new ones, on advice of counsel, I will refrain. I will be buying probably some more Japanese cars in my future, I think. So, yeah, it's the thing is it's the DEF. It is the DEF. It's the thing that takes the diesel exhaust fluid and does all that mix. That's the problem. My old diesel didn't have DEF. It was just a fucking diesel, and it worked for 400,000 miles. The newer ones with the DEF, that's the problem. It's all the requirements. It's just made the engines a lot weaker than it used to be. It's unfortunate. All right, what else do we have in here? Let's see. I think that's all I got today. Horn throwing demon. I was a horn throwing demon today. Good throws. Actually, you know what we should do real quick? Let's take a look at the stats. You want to do a quick Tesla time. I'm never buying an electric car. I'll never, ever, ever buy an electric car. I like to drive long distances. I'm not going to get out there and be stuck. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the stats because I'm curious. So give me a second to pull this up. So I got to go here and pull up my Firefox, and let's go. Maybe? Nope. Sessions log. Here we go. This is the DI. Oh, look at we're almost to our book. The book is 720. We're at 694. So by tomorrow, I'll finish the 720. The SRR is 7.38, which is good. We didn't get to the 8 that I wanted to, but we're over 7, so I'm happy with that. The BSR is over 4, which is good. It should be 4, so we're above BSR. There should be an 8, so we're above SOR. Everything is up where it ought to be. We're approaching, again, we started out with this big ass awesome BSR. It was like 7, I think, for a minute there, but that always fluctuates early. The longer we go, the more random it looks. But in this 720, which is a pretty good series of rolls, that's 720 is going to be about 75, 80 shooters, right? We're at shooter 76. So picture that. That's you getting the dice 76 times, or it'll be 80 times at the casino, and shooting this well. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. We made more of the 6 and the 8 than we should have. Actually, all of them. The 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9, we made more points than we lost. Right? We should have had 8. We made 12. The 4 and 10 are right on par. The 4 and 10 set the point, hit the point, 7 out. The other ones are good. That's actually pretty solid for me. We're a little bit random on the outsides. We're a little bit ahead on some numbers. The 7 is behind, which is good. So that's okay. Face control we don't care about because we're not doing that kind of a dice set. The payable hits per shooter in the box, we had 18 PSOs. We had 7 where I got only 1 hit. And from here on, right? So 18 and 7, that adds to 25. 25 out of the 76 shooters got 0 or 1 number. So that's 25%, basically, right? Whatever that is. All the rest of them got 2 or more hits. That's a good thing. That's a good, and that's only just box hits, not total hits. But yeah, so 25 out of 75. I guess that's it's about a third, right? Yeah, about a third of the time we didn't get there, but 2/3 of the time we got our 2 hits. That's pretty good. It's not quite 70%, 75%. I wish it was a little higher than that. But even on the 1 hits, we're okay. The 1 hit in most of the pull down strategies, you're halfway home or 2/3 of the way home. So these aren't full losses. These are all full wins. So I had 18 full losses, 7 partial losses, and the rest of them are good. I'm happy with that. The outsides, of course, are so hard to get to. Yeah, hand length, 5 uglies, 7 2 hands, and the rest. Look at these nice, a lot of good long rolls, a lot of good 10s and between 10 and 20, a lot of those. So yeah, good stats. I'm happy. I'm happy. This is going to be a good book. I'm curious when the book runs, when I run the thing, to see how many. I'm curious to see how much my face control changed, because the real thing about it is the face control. It's not about the numbers that roll. That's important. The set can change that. The important thing is, like, from the first time and the second time, was my facial control about the same, which means the throw is doing what I'm expecting it to do. That's what I want to know. Was my facial control consistent? So, all right, let's get. Oh no! John Madden passed away. I didn't know that. That sucks. That sucks. And somebody else died last night. Who was it that died last night? Val Kilmer died last night. So we lost Val Kilmer and John Madden. Who's the third? Bad things come in threes, right? Something else is coming. That sucks. That sucks. Here's a little challenge. Duracell said if you can't win with the SRR 7 Plus, or you're killing it, you have an edge. JR says prove it. Maybe that's an interesting conversation to have later. So, all right, let's get out of here. It's late, 8:45. I got to go to work. Y'all have a great hump day, and I'll leave you with that facial control. Awesome. Have a great hump day. I'll see you tomorrow. Throwdown Thursday is going to be GM spin versus the duck and cover. We're going to play 2 inside strategies going in opposite directions. Should be a fun comparison. So anyway, that's it for today. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.